My involvement with the program was the build project manager for the build, and the main tool trimmer on board.
I am aft grinder on Provezza, so I hang out around this pedestal most of the time. Primary function of the aft pedestal is winding the main sheet, helping the front pedestal, hoisting the kite, dropping the kite, jibing the kite.
Well, basically the drop system in a 52 is a device that's designed to drop the Spinnaker down really quickly without the need to have guys standing on the bow of the boat.
Primarily as we come into the bottom mark, the back pedestal links to the front pedestal, so you get maximum horsepower in the drop. Downstairs links onto its own drop wheel. Basically we spin as hard and as fast as we can, down comes the kite.
Yeah, I think we're down to probably around 3 seconds now to get the Spinnaker from flying to having it down through the hatch.
I'd say 3 to 5 seconds is a good drop from completely in the air to completely under the boat.
When we're settled, probably halfway up the beach somewhere, there's a good time for the sewerman to go down and have a tidy up downstairs. So he'll jump off the rail. Normally he's the lightest, smallest guy on the boat, and he'll go and disconnect the ratchet. We have a ratchet system on the drop line, and he'll pull the yellow piece of string there and put it in the cleat, and that'll disconnect the ratchet on the drop line so that he can pull the Spinnaker forward, ready for the next set.
The ratchet wheel on the string drop is a system that once you've wound the string, the drop wheel on, the ratchet stops it back winding, so in essence the Spinnaker can't fly back out the boat again. So it means once we've done a full drop, we have to disconnect the system so that the wheel can back wind and the string can be led out back down the boat. So primarily the mid-bowman will go down, disconnect the system, pull the string forward, pull the Spinnaker forward, then we're ready for the next hoist.
The size of the hatch is, a constant source of refinement. People have got their own opinions about how big it needs to be. Obviously, you want to try and keep it small to keep a lot of water out of the boat, but it's got to be big enough to get a large area of Spinnaker in through the hatch very quickly. So the shape of the hatch, the profile of the port aft corner is very important. We've improved the radius of our hatch, and we've removed the hatch roller and just gone with a fairing. Instead, we've always thought that it's hard to orientate the hatch roller to the perfect angle to do the job, so we thought, well, let's just try and get rid of it and run a fairing, and it seems to be working pretty well for us. When we made our fairing, we did a CNC machined female tool for it, so it's a perfect carbon tool finish, and we've just sanded it, polished it, and McLubed that part of the fairing. We've always had to make our own gearbox brackets or our own dropline wheels, and we approached Harken for this project and said, hey, let's do a complete winch drivetrain system where we can buy our drop wheel, our gearbox brackets, and all the bits and pieces that we need to be able to do this Spinnaker drop system. So that's where Harken's at today, and that's what we have on this boat.
The class itself is very secretive on the internal workings of their individual boats. So no, from off the water, I don't think you'd have any idea if someone was using a system other than the Harken one.
130.